I could do this all day.
Well met.
'Tis a lad.
I've weapons to sell. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind. To pack up and leave. What with the volcano? Much obliged.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now.
Yon statue. 'Tis a remnant from that which sank to the sea's floor.
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue has come alive. But how? Sense no hostility from him. Let us see what if your pack grows over full, simply up. you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Will someone not explain what is happening?
Who would wish for such a calamity? I refuse to let this be the end of things. The statue halted the cloud's advance. But now the statue is broken. A shame, really.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
It takes a strange ilk to elect to dwell in such hinterlands as these.
Indeed. Vermont feels a world away.
We're in fine form. Our foe will soon be sorry to have challenged us.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Really? Not me. I dare say I can lift an ox.
Did anyone else see that? Or catches the line?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. arrived well enough. Where to next?
Interested in my wares?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but when I reflect upon my time as a mage, I can only assume I did not live up to your expectations. Now that I'm a sorcerer, I promise I shan't disappoint you. When it comes to the magical arts, at least.
Look, as long as you... Please. Do come again. Well met.
The sharp point won't you any
Go
all
on,
I need
have a
right
look.
here. Sweet behold their beauties and slowly eyeing their
Spend all day here.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
By the might of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
Let us see what you're made of!
Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes! We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
Let us pick ourselves up. Dustor cannot thank you enough.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you.
You want me to hold on to it? Of course, Master. Shan't let it out of my sight.
Skeletons, Master!
It will shrink before holy light.
troubling you, Master? I cannot imagine why anything should.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not. I shall gladly smash every last one. Consider me your bulwark. How do you like that?
Excellent! Don't let up now!
A useful bauble, the ferry stone, which will allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
We must make it for a time of dire need.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
No! The monster's left something for us. That business with Talos was certainly a surprise. Never did I imagine it would come to our aid.
Peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Faesus.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought ere greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering. I despaired at this discovery. For, if all is but a stage, did that not rend cry? 'Twas all a farce, and I the fool. Yet do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, indeed, My efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new arisen, consigned to this place forever. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the arisen, for your path is just. And fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
Making this place of refuge is a splendid idea. 'Tis safe, and apt to become quite cheerful once a crowd settles in.
There's no great shock to me. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? 'Tis a miracle you're still alive. Though I... Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. but I think we're a bit short on hands to... In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. Well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been content to have naught to do with us, given the choice. I can only hope that she will be more, and while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
There's no great shock to me.
It's dark as pitch, Master. Pray, light your lantern before I trip.
Wait, fire!
Should be.
And I might just let you live, not a bad haul.
My sword strikes true!
Light of my magic, my shadow.
Feeling weary? Not me. But us. Don't waste this chance. Press home our advantage.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
We must spare no effort. Suck off vehement bits.
My thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen? At any rate, is your pack not overburdensome? You carry so much, I worry for your poor spine.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I've threatened you. See?
You'll not live to regret this.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Fear not, you're safe with me. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I can face a trek with my belly so full.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more? While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Saurians! There!
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be... Would you be so kind as to escort...
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Huzzah! You've done it!
We all urged the people to flee to the seafloor shrine. The red clouds seem to be less abundant thereabouts.
Still, 'tis easier said than done. The people may not believe us, even should we make our case. I've got a good feeling about this one.
There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Dreams are free, they say.
Now here's aught of interest. A ballista.
'Tis a glad thing we happened upon this.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till...
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not now. Bugger off and leave me alone.
Oh, what?
I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Now that you mention it, reckon there's a fair chance they'll fall head first into their Aye, fine. I'll get it done. Can't say I'm happy about leaving this place behind. But you've my word.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
I suppose 'tis so.
Where's my comb?
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Our soldiers need better training. We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune always favours us.
Haven't you elected a Risen? You can count on me to keep you safe. Cannot thank you enough.
Take a moment to recover. Needn't push yourself.
Go! A hobgoblin! Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We can pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I'll be needing a tall mug of ale to recover from that blow. State.
Be on your guard, lest we meet a similar fate.
No room for carelessness.
My sword strikes true!
Gone from bad to worse.
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. Follow me. We'll see what...
This is clearly designed to carry us somewhere. It could prove useful.
A fine thing, this. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
Some regions have yet to be evacuated.
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. I know they don't die like we do, but I never wanted to be here, you know, I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think...
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here.
I implore you, Arisen.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain, and they told you that. It's strange. I couldn't get a word out of them, but never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of what was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life, but on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. Listen, friend, I've a thought. If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, use that key to have a look around. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Well met, sir. How was the day? Always a pleasure.
It takes two to make a sale, and this cellar had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
A treasure chest! My mistake. It is merely another spot for gathering materials. A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. So, the pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
Aptly said. Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge with now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
With this, their evacuation is all but assured. Godsways are loathsome artifacts, but I suppose they have their uses.
Not bad, all things considered.
Isilrod Fanan.
I fear
Sky
the armor.
glows red with
It would
fury.
seem there is far more at stake
What have
here.
we done to earn its
The very
ire?
world is on the threat.
Vindamun?
Akaya arume fa in Iterond et tele el. Dalia nun vinantai.
Alana fire mine.
Halan ostolin tan.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon...
All told, I'm rather
I
satisfied.
hope I can count on you in a scrape.
The sky
I
glows
fear for the
red
armor.
with fury. Akayel arume fa in Iterond. Etele el dal in lalasta.
Let me be the one to collect it.
Isilrod Fanan.
I fear for the armor.
'Tis dark as pitch, master. Pray, light your...
Elelo osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
rose red.
How do you like that?
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Time to be ready. It is quiet. Not my kind of place, this. You must
I'm always willing.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
Keep on your toes. A fiend might jump out when we least expect it. While travelling? Beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Have at me! I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
I'll have you back on your feet in no time at all.
I am in your debt.
Take a moment to recover. Needn't push yourself.
Ah, put an end to this foe, Master!
The light of my magic, I shatter the heavens.
Let us see what you're made of!
Do not falter! We'll take every ounce of our strength
cavern of all things. It seems undisturbed. Maybe we'll be the first ones to explore it.
Might I recommend we venture inside before bandits find us? Someone saw fit to camp here for the feed.
Could be a fine spot to rest. We have need of one.
Such modes are best grounded. The longer we allow them to fly around overhead, the more havoc they can wreak.
No quarrel here. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Oh, that'll teach me.
I suppose you'll be wanting my help.
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one. Oh, but I do miss the luxury of an ox cart now that they're not operating. There really was no finer way to travel.
A shame. But the roads have grown ever more perilous of late.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, then try not to sing up again. Times must be tedious if you've resorted to challenging beasts to bouts.
Forgive me. I could not help but laugh. I'll have you back on your feet in no time at all.
I am in your debt.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you.
Was this ox cart assailed? It is in a dreadful state.
The roads are hardly safe.
Phantasms! Let's be in this car!
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
That is most fortuitous.
We must each of us hone our skills. Jack of all trades is a master of none.
done. You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? Haven't you a lantern arisen? Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. 'Twas most effective.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Challenge if I ever saw one. This will be over in moments.
That's just what I was thinking.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
Let's hope begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
'Tis easily done. I cannot thank you enough.
Remember, knowing does not make you weak.
A fine display of skill.
Plenty more where that came from.
Not a bad idea. You'll have to do better than that.
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
Welcome, sir, after all. 'Tis folly. To linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of do come again. Welcome, sir, after all. 'Tis folly to linger do come again.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Many thanks. Go on, have a look.
Here, the promise of trade brings two cultures together in glorious exchange. 'Tis fascinating to behold. If there's aught my travels have taught me, 'tis that no boundary can truly divide people's hearts.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
That's something. Let him roll over and die then. My wares.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of...
How I've... A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well?
There's something strange.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy. The creation of a masterpiece takes time. Hope to see you again.
Is that all you've got?
What am I supposed to do about it?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
I have no issue falling asleep.
I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
The clouds consume more of this world.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you request. Is complete. Many thanks to you.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Akael arumefa in iteron. And at Finantai.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Findamu. Und? Ronde Minotaur.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in Fair avehum. Sinde fil arek.
It is clear we are... little welcome here, in spite of our absence.
Rattlers! There!
I'm all for smelling the roses, but just now I'd rather press on.
I understand the inclination, Arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures, after all. Now, no matter how far we stray, we'll be able to return here in a flash with the use of a ferry stone.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for...
How might I be of service? Stop by again soon.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
you. I give as good as I get.
No need for restraint when you're here with me, cuz.
Polishing my armor can wait.
Nothing to be taken care of before the day's done.
And your will is...
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Surely I'm overdue to take you back.
There's no place I'd rather.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow.
I don't need this right now.
Polishing my armor can wait till the
What am I supposed to do about it? Rest all my equipment. Follow me, shots. Wonder if there's any
Much to do yet. Too many undervalued and suppressed. Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Need anything?
Since times of old, remember, draconic blood. Blood flows through the vein. Then I bid ye farewell.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Sono io alle cannonate.
Oh, you return. You were gone so long. Oh. You think we should leave the arbor? I am not sure my father will, but I can try to convince him. Please.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might speak with him.
It is as you say.
Findelnar. Nevea nolwende lis kemen. Morivin lis palan oio...
Kasinke telpe nun findal. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne.
Morvani morivin Findelnar. Nevea tara morivin. Lis fa aldakar kemen yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfir tara. Surne kemen ros herenon yav kuruir.
Nun lis amanda kill angadur.
Herenon nun lia Findelnar. Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya ane martir tindome ingarina fa alme Alcarwa. Sorne an fameltor. Vanelin huror soron. Lera nefir herenon anne...
That man's head is harder than the Arbor Heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Very well, if I must.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
One who knew nothing of our world would never guess that this was where water once lapped the shore.
The sea recedes and clouds of red now cover our skies. Foul omens abound.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen. wish me at the Vanguard? By your will.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange. Took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Aidalia anandor nun lintan.
Nenamboe yavstir uru findelna. Kemen ros uru neteren. Ne romen anartelpe minas.
Duintaremi kinalen meltol. Ne meltol linkan aldakar.
Palan hiarmenran. Lis fa arnefan. Elorato ala. Nun mor ardaher. Nenwen mor aiwanon. Iavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir magana.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not?
Your skills have come a long way. Well done.
I endeavour to make the fullest use of my experience.
To be far more powerful.
To challenge such a thing would be no mean feat. I hope we need not attempt it anytime soon.
Do not waste this chance. Press home, Orin.
served.
Might of my magic might shatter the heavens! Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
Cannot imagine the elves' despair to see their forest home impinged upon by this menace.
You'll not live to regret this! That horn appears to be the source of its power. Not miss its chance to strike it. Strike hard enough! Might not have to do this twice!
I shall lead the charge.
The creature is defeated! Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
I've seen better days, that's for sure. This place fills me with empathy.
Joys by the hand.
But of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me.
Look as long as you... Please. Always a pleasure.
These writings could be of import.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling. We shan't weather this calamity. Unless... Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can. But for every fire I extinguish, it's not enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought after all. If we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we... Alas. The people of Batal are should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions. I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long, with every soul at their wits' end. Conflict is like as such, before we take any measure, and should you encounter any such efforts will As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution is advised, methinks.
It is as you say.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! This is no business of your...
Now, Narborough, if we are to do... Otherwise, who...
Aye, true enough. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while... This knave, he said my swordsmanship was hardly...
'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you...
You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
Back, lest you get caught in the fray.
You can do this! I believe in you!
Can't make head nor tail.
We're still in the fight!
I can't make head nor tail of it. I can't make head nor tail of
I
it.
believe in you!
I can't make Don't head nor let up tail of now.
We'll pull through yet!
it. We'll be friends.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Oi! I saw it first. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is...
You there! You put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? If that's what you...
Aye, clear off.
That's it! I've had it... That's quite enough!
What are you staring at? A customer, then. That's change.
This is no good.
Oh.
I'll myself get distracted.
Show them up. Lots to do. This ain't my problem.
Well met.
New tools there, Long.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you!
Aye, leave off or...
You dare.
What are you waiting for? Get on with it!
Someone! Anyone! Still hear my voice?
All is not lost.
We've naught to gain by fighting here. Unless we push on.
Bye. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Ah, I can't stomach more quarrelling off.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about.
Now you've got to make me lose my temper. Well met, sir. How's your day? That's the last straw.
That's not happening.
As for me,
Looking for aught in particular?
Finish it tomorrow.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true?
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. I thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
A resounding success.
the citizenry speak highly of your deeds, sir. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievement. Heavens only know how many love.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
No quarrel here.
Wrong with filching for survival.
A lesson they will soon forget.
May this prayer bring the people salvation.
Strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city. You have our gratitude. For it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift. Yet, ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. It regards Lord Phases. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words. Would you be willing to call on— Of course, you are free to decline if—
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave.
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Simonella to keep the peace.
A resounding success.
It is a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
A lonely place.
breadth of knowledge is no less important.
Does my lifelong work hold long have I researched? Nay, some... Why do you insist on Does my lifelong... With command of the... Long have I... Does my life...
We shall have to crane up.
The world... Why do you insist?
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master.
This headache's driving me up the wall.
Everyone busy with their own affairs,
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed. After yet aught here appears to be different. I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins.
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way.
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Fear not, you're safe with me.
You'll pay for that.
I can't stand this nonsense. An area coin to show for.
I'll crush you if you pick that up.
This is where my luck runs out.
That'll teach you.
Let my fur lie.
Me.
If this is where I fall...
What's your bleeding mind?
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. Seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
A smashing success!
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Why do you falter? Come this way. Naught can be achieved without... Why do you falter? Come this way.
Moment. I thought I had met my end.
Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst... Principles unproven are as dust on wind.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
My magics are at your disposal.
Naught can be achieved. The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. achieved without sacrifice.
There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it.
The secrets we might have learned.
Never mind. But I trust you won't object if I take us. After all, your role is to save this world. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, the oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever great. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research, I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will...
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
We meet again, Arisen.
I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
I knew we'd not be long apart.
This rumour has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence, and in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
Can that really be true? I don't like the sound of it at all.
Your Majesty. How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world? Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeat. You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be as if there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere. I believe but I doubt I could convince the people of the methinks your majesty would do. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, if the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden. And upon the young regentkin, let us aid him however we may.
'Tis easily done.
Welcome. It's been a hard day. Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son. Like it or not.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
Discovering what those clouds truly are may well be the key to everything.
There is little to be done about so...
Skeletons! Soldiers of bone!
Rise, raging wings, and scatter our foes!
The dreaded sealing of magic.
You
This is rather thrilling. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
I'll teach him a lesson and we'll soon forget. What am I to do?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment. The only remaining obstacle is I have tried to make her see reason. However, I fear that I must put the needs of the common folk now. There are a few matters we will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged. Might I prevail upon you to petition the You may assure him that the royal treasury will...
Dull days for us are a sign that
Can't stomach places like this.
Ah,
I could see myself.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
is quiet.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to...
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them. What are you doing? Put that away. No, spare me. I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he... As a matter of fact, it didn't sit right, see? Anyhow. And if that craven comes crawling back...
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
It is as you say.
Damn near enough of those stores and coats. Nice place,
I must pull myself together. Our soldiers need better.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your... Yet in truth, you sought to better the law.
Ah, but I would have benefited. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together...
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. I would not see you take your crimes. That weight is as much mine to bear.
My son, your kindness will save me.
Ah, you've returned. How you do? That puts paid to the last of our...
Our soldiers need better training.
Mayhap we would have been better off a baker.
Mayhap I'll come here when I have a day to myself.
I'd sooner stay out of that where it was.
What must needs be done?
Do with a decent supper, I suppose.
The sooner my duties are concluded,
Oh, I've got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep. That such peace reigned eternal.
earn the people's faith.
Need anything?
Wearing armor all day feels like my shift only just begun.
Perhaps this will seem little consequence, but
You have my fullest. There is aught I would ask of you. That is...
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning.
Since time, remember. Draconic. Blood flows. Then I bid ye farewell.
getting proper rest is an
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
Some variety would be nice, if we must fight.
Like a might of my magic, I shatter the heavens.
You must cleanse yourself with that oil. Post haste.
Moses left something.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Target when lying prone.
I think we can manage it.
Thieves will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not. I'll gladly smash every last one. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
My magics are at your disposal.
Ox carts aren't operating anymore, are they? 'Tis perfectly understandable, albeit rather inconvenient.
A shame. But the roads have grown ever more perilous of late.
Well done, Master. Battle is best avoided here.
I am in your debt.
Remember, knowing your limits does not make you weak.
Of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this! Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
Your ability to trip over nothing never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, don't worry me. Things happen.
That's if we serve it, will it be?
retreat. Good work.
The enemy yet remains.
Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand.
Fear not.
Poison ought to be stored with all due haste. It is a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Scout undead approaching! My magics are at your disposal. But of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me. What a feat! The creature is vanquished. And it appears the Red Cloud's advance has been stalled as well.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, it was not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility.
You're one I'm always glad to see. A customer then. That changes things.
Lorosul al-Kawa in Lalastar.
Need anything? Need anything? Many thanks.
Quite the sum of gold we just spent. 'Tis clear the Arisen is no miser.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Always a pleasure.
Noon with Ango.
Oh. In Lalastar.
Since time, remember. Draconic blood flows through. Then I bid ye farewell.
You shan't hear me complain.
I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
There is naught more you can achieve. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's law. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they were assigned. Pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of lead. The pawns are no exception. Born in the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, left to the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness affects the narrow. And there is surely no fate more pitiful than to be possessed by the hollowness of oblivion, only to become one with oblivion itself.
Tis clear to me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires.
oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.
take me to, but I know I